You just eat a cookie and then bounce real quick. Put some more whiskey in this. I watched the movie Amanda, and it was awful. I had to drink every time there was awkward dialogue. Whenever they said the word man. Whenever someone said the name Amanda. Oh, and there was the psychiatrist socks every time he changed socks, which was brilliant. It starts out back in like the 80s, and it's this dude, it's this poor little kid. What you think was his jumping up and down on a bed. It's a surprise. No, he's not. He's jerking his dick in front of a plate glass window. And there's these little girls running around thinking they're having a good old time. And no, it's watching this little kid jerk on his wiener. What are you doing? He's jumping up and down, jerking on his dick. But it comes back. It comes back because it's a reoccurring thing. This dude is just constantly caught with his dick in his hand. What are you doing, Joe? There's all these people here to celebrate your birthday. Watch out. Put that dick away. He talks about it constantly throughout the film. He's like, hey, you remember that one time I was a kid and I was jerking on my dick? I just thought you should know. Would you remember that fact? He meets this woman. She just walks through the door and she stops and she's looking around, awestruck apparently by all the people that fit in this apartment, because all she can do is just stand there and grin like a freaking idiot. There's so many people at this party. All she does is murmur and mumble to this dude, this Joe guy, the guy that's constantly tugging on his wang. So he takes her upstairs, and you immediately think, oh man, they're gonna go to the bedroom because this is that kind of movie. They're gonna go to the boudoir. So he takes her upstairs, and then he's like, check this shit out. He moves one picture, he turns it ever so slightly, and then all of a sudden this door opens up, and she just declares what everybody already can see that it is. A secret passage! So they go through this secret passage, and it turns out it leads out to like this crazy balcony. Can you hear it? Well, I don't know, because it's obviously the most busy street that they could have filmed on. So there's like a truck barreling by. Can you hear it? It's this guy, Joe, he's just like, I don't know what you're doing. And she's, every time, I don't know. Plane? Do you hear it? Constantly cutting this dude off.
What was it that he was supposed to hear?
It was like the beat of her heart or some bullshit like that. It was something so dumb. Do you hear it? Dude, I'm swooning. So like he's trying to lay down some business and she's not picking up what he's laying down. And it turns around, all of a sudden everybody apparently knows about this secret passage bullshit balcony door. His niece, quote unquote niece, who you never see as sister, it's just some niece who happened to show up late, thankfully, because he was jerking his dick earlier in front of everyone. And she's just like, I was at school and I made this trinket for you. It's a wind chime, and it's like got a conch shell and shit in the middle. So I made this for you. My mom helped. So she's sitting at school, and her mom's up and make her this stupid little thing. And the guy doesn't think anything of it. He's like, oh man, this is so sweet. Do you hear it? I queefed.
As fast as you can, just get the rest of the plot out of the movie.
Okay. They get married real quick. Like they go to the Justice of the Peace or whatever. It's some dude's office with matching law books and make you think it's official. The whole time this bitch is getting text messages, what time is it? What day is it? And nobody knows, and she's constantly looking around, I don't know what day it is. So she's getting creepy ass text messages, and then next thing you know, he's sneaking up behind her and just like, I love you, I want to stick it in every hole you got. And she's like, that's really convenient because I don't have a pussy, I was born a dude. And he's like, whoa, what? She's like, yeah, I was born a dude with a penis and everything, and they chopped it off when I was a kid. And he's like, I can't love you. You got a fucking unhealed wound for a vagina. I can't stick my dick in that anymore.
Would you say that's a quote from the movie?
That is a verbatim quote. You don't have a vagina, you've got an open wound.
I've got an open wound.
The dude straight freaks. He's like, I need to get a divorce. I can't handle marrying what I thought was a lady. It turns out to be a dude. Can't handle this shit. So dude's struggling with, I may or may not. He doesn't know. He's like, I gotta go talk to my therapist. I might like dude dick in my butt. She's just like, I can't love you because you don't maybe not love me because I maybe had an extra chromosome, or not Downs, but like had a wiener. So
An extra chromosome. Chromosome, but not in what that creates the Down syndrome. Makes you a boy.
Not the one that gives him down, but gives him the,
Gives
you
you a boy.
wiener.
Makes you a boy.
So she's freaking out. He doesn't love me. Twist! In a big twist, it turns out the dirtbag friend was actually dating Amanda after he turned around and made his friend, the protagonist, think, oh man, I'm crazy because I think I see this bitch all over town, and it turns out she really is in town still.
We just sat at the same table. Joe, I made recommendations for her at Smith & Gerard in St. Louis.
All of a sudden, her dad is standing there, and he's just like, I can't handle this. You're in my office. We need to figure this out now. And so, like, she comes in, she's just like, yeah, that happened, but guess what? She's not a real dude. Plot twist again. It turns out that the lesbian mom was mad at the dad because he couldn't handle the fact that she was a lesbian anymore. So she made her, the daughter, hide the fact that she was always a woman to keep her inheritance. Like, she ended up getting like $200 million, and then she had to lie. She's like, okay, to get this money right here, you have to say that you have a dick. And then if the dude still loves you, even though you had a dick, quote unquote, if you had a wiener, if he says that he loves you, then you can have all this money. He's like, oh, I'm really glad I can look past the fact that you may or may not have had a wiener, and I was really repulsed by that. And she walks in the house, and that's how it ends. And I was really mad that they were scissoring on my money. And then the old bitch does it. She's all like, I still love this dude, and she kicks her wrinkly ass, crooked ass leg up around her husband. His best friend is now like, no, I got her a job in Sacramento, which is not a real place, but it might as well be.
Bovine.
Those guys are crooks, I know, but times are tough.